Alright, what about now? Can you hear me now? I'm just gonna say some. Okay, yes, good. Apparently, somewhere in my settings, I turned off like record broadcast audio. I don't know why or where I would have done that, but like that's what happened. Okay, so we're gonna be going over I think two scrim games, one or no, wait, one scrim game after we go over Zertex, Jared, Trinity, like individual highlights. And then I saw earlier, or wait, no, I think I responded in the Discord. Yeah, okay, no, I just responded there in the Discord. So yeah, we're gonna be doing three slightly more personal VOD reviews, and then one from the Scrim. So I will be going over Zertex first. VOD reviews, okay. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. I had this. I had it. I gotta. Okay, there we go. So S4 YYMC. Cool.
Traveling to Nepal.
I'm doing pretty alright. School finished, and then I shuffled up some Pokemon decks I have, dealt out a few hands. That was fun. Alright, so we'll just be
True self
right over here.
is without form. I have not returned it.
Just be forward, back. Just remembering the controls, just in case. Steamrolled them. Yeah, yeah, I'll probably do that the second one then. Just because steamrolls aren't good for like coaching purposes. Um and also something I have noticed just in general with some of these plays or not plays like the reviews is that I feel like in general we need to play around cover more. A lot of the times we're exposed pretty easily. Like and I reviewed Zertex's Brig already, like before. Oh, third one. Okay. I reviewed Zertex's Brig before. And he was playing a bit open, so I told him to like try to stick towards walls, which is exactly what he's doing here, and that's really good because you do want to like stay around cover as much as possible. And you know, like taking point is perfectly fine. Now, something you do need to do, like on anyone, is look for threats. Usually, you know, in the I don't know what the number is. I want to say the first 15 seconds of a game. Like after that 15 seconds, you can see what the enemy's picking, and as soon as you do, you want to try to adjust your play style to whatever they have. So, for instance, Zertex, you're on Brig here, and you want to be looking out for any ranged threats that they have. So they have an Orisa, which is kind of a ranged threat to Brig, and then they have a Widow, which is a huge threat to you. You do not want to be caught alone with that Widow. So you want to be looking out for the Widow so that you don't get insta-shot by it. Oh, he is. Nice. So yeah, then you're just bullying ball. That's good. Brig's a very good bully. Now, something I will say is I feel like you got a little bit too tunnel visioned on the ball because your Mercy was... Ellis was like really low over here and still taking fire. I don't think she dies, hopefully. Yeah, okay, you do look back around for the pack. That's good. Yeah, I played with Alice for a game. She's nice. A game or two? I don't know. It was late. I don't quite remember. Missed the bash, but that happens. Just whenever you bash or miss the quick shot. whenever you like use an ability, anyone, just try to focus on hitting whatever combo you have after that. If it's like a comboing ability. Get back on the Bastion. And here, honestly, I'd say you probably don't need to be swinging. And, oh, wow, okay. Oh, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this first tracer. I just want to see this triple. Wow, they completely forgot about her. That makes a lot of sense. All right. So yeah, Zertex, I feel like you're holding down point, which is good. However, if your team is like playing up, you want to be playing up around where the backline of your team is. So you could be kind of over by Bastion, or I would be over by Rhine personally, because then you could fall back to point, and then you're like staying in the action too. Like they have that ball, so if you were playing up here, you could, you know, do whatever you're doing and then bash back here if you need to, and then bully the ball. So you just want to play with the team a bit more. I see you. Yeah. I do like that you're really just holding down the point though. Like, you know. That's just unfortunate. I don't know what your Bastion was doing there. Good boop. Let's go. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got it. Your Rhine shattered. No. That's just unfortunate. That was a really good kill on the Reaper though. Like, that's what you should be doing as Brig. You should be deterring flankers. Unfortunately, he killed Alice, but she was half health and around a corner, so that's not entirely your fault. Like, you got the kill on the Reaper, that's important. And with Brig, because this is like just a long... Wait, you guys lost one of your tanks. Weird. I know that... I know this is quick play, but like... I didn't even realize. Since you are on Brig, you want to be playing a bit more around cover. Like, here's... Why did I skip? Okay. Right here is a really good spot for Brig to be playing around, because... One, you're protected from high ground and stuff, and then two, if you are taking fire, shield, jump back in here. Dang, Bastion kills 3, that's good. Now, a thing to note about Rally is that Rally does just win team fights. So you want to like save it for when you're just about to go into a team fight, and then you pop Rally, and then you want to stay by your team and tell your team to group up together so that they get a lot of armor. And then you just go in, because you're really tanky.
This is not your time.
A bit lower? Okay, I can do that 1 second. I just need to find it real quick. Ah, crap, where is this? Okay, is this, like, lower volume for you guys? Like, did that work? I have no idea if that worked or not.
Ready for battle.
I will simulate our upcoming mission to identify all possible...
Actually, I just realized the Zertex's first replay that he submitted to me was on Nepal. Okay, well, let's see. Let's just put it down, like, really far, and then see if that affects it. So, do you hear anything now? Like the is there a massive change there? Okay, that's odd. I'm gonna turn that back up then. I think it was there. I have to figure out where this is. Yeah, no, on I think I just found the wrong setting. I don't know where this is. I'm gonna go into like settings. Sunscreen. Video, audio. Okay, that's not it. Hmm. That won't be it. So it would be like it. I feel like it would be broadcast settings, you know. But it's really not in here. Because I don't get a slider here, and actually I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's not it. I I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to lower the sound on this. Um, because I'm not seeing the right thing. Okay, okay. It's, all right. I guess does this make me talk louder? Like, can you hear me better here? So I have an extra setting on my headset, but I cannot tell like what exactly it does. Um, so oh, got it. Okay. All right. So something to note here. Like you can definitely check what the enemy team's running by now. Uh, and right now there's Junk Soldier on the enemy team and a Hog. So you really want to be hugging cover as much as possible. I see your Zertex are mostly playing around. Oh, okay. Zertex, you're mostly just playing behind your Rhine right now. You don't really want to do that a lot unless your Rhine is taking space. Because if you're behind your Rhine and he like lets down his shield for something, you can just take massive damage or die sometimes, depending on what's coming through. I figured that it was someone from our team, but I didn't know who. So yeah, Zertex, you would be wanting to play like more behind here, uh, behind like this wall, or maybe more with your Orisa or something. Just because your Rhine is playing very aggressively, and you have packs, like you can heal him if you need to. Yeah, like you really don't want to be here, because like if we look from the enemy's POV, right? There's just a break there. Like that break is so killable. But they aren't focusing you, which is lucky. But I just think one of my favorite ways to think about like line of sight and positioning is if a McCree popped ult, like let's say right in front of you, would you die from it? And let's ignore that you have shield, because obviously that would protect against high noon. But if a McCree popped ult, would you die from it? And if the answer is yes, you don't want to be in that area. Now I know Brig shield bash or Brig shield point still stands. Like they definitely could have killed you there, and you as Brig, you want to stay alive for as much as possible because the more you're in the fight, the more you're healing. Unfortunate that your Tracer died, but I like that. That's what you should be doing as Brig. You should be going and helping out your teammates who are getting killed. And whenever that, yeah, good. Whenever Roadhog has hook, and this is for like all of you, whenever you think Roadhog has hook, play carefully, play around your abilities until he uses it. And then you can like go in on Hog. But until Roadhog uses hook, you don't want to play too aggressively into him because he'll just get a kill. That's just Roadhog. He'll just annihilate someone. And you really don't want that. So yeah, just like play carefully around Roadhog hook. I feel like you live this here. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna play this back right here because you definitely could have lived a bit longer. I'm just gonna speed up real quick. So playing up there, I would probably do that if I'm being honest, but it's not the best play to make. Also, how the hell did your Moira kill two in the back, or their Moira kill two? Hold on. Their Moira should not have killed two. We have a Bastion. What is this man doing? Okay. So he turrets up. He's at full health. Oh my god. Bro, what was that? What was that? Here. Look at this. Look at this real quick. So Alice dies. That's unfortunate, you know. And actually, Zyrtex, as Brig, you want to be like really keeping tabs on your other healer and making sure that they are like living and stuff. I don't think this is directly your fault because you did have a whole team fight in front of you, but like even in a team fight, see if you can find an opportunity to just check back on your other healer. So, you know, Alice dies. Unfortunate. Look at this! This man's getting attacked. I don't think he even realizes it. What? Nah, that's not real. Anyway. So, Shield Bash there, pretty risky, and then you had... Oh no, you hit that flow. And as soon as you use your abilities, you want to fall back. Because without your abilities, you are very diveable. So, you know, you'd want to, like, hug this wall or something, falling back.
Taking damage.
And here, you're just kind of swinging, and I'm not sure why, because if no one's in range, and, like, look how far they are. That's a whole nother whip length. If no one's in range, you don't want to be swinging, because your shield's still at full health here. You die when your shield's at full health. Because, you know, they notice that you're vulnerable, and then you should have shielded. And then, now there's a soldier on the flank, but you should have, like, you know, shielded. And then maybe attack the soldier a bit if you lived. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward here.
Perfect. Not to mention some bumps and bruises.
Your Bastion's so bad. Not, like, you guys got so unfortunate with this Bastion. Actually, we're going to be doing some practice with countering Junk Reaper and Diva ults, because we should not be dying to those as much as we do. So if we die to those less, then we win more team fights, because I feel like a lot of the teams in... sorry, I'll not play the game. We're going to be focusing on countering those. I'll be on whatever, you know, ult we need to counter. You guys are going to stick as a team, and if I get a kill, then you fail. If I don't get a kill, then you succeed. So we're just going to run through that a few times, because I feel like a lot of the teams rely on Diva Bomb, Junk ult, Reaper ult to really do anything. And their ults aren't good. So if we can counter those ults, then we can really just punish them for not having a better game plan. Actually, sorry, I just got a text from someone. Cool. 1 second. Alright, cool. Anyway, so I like how you're playing this corner. This is exactly how you want to play Brig. You want to just really play corners. This is a good shield bash. However, as soon as you shield bash, you should have fallen back behind this corner again, so that you could just continue holding that corner. Okay. I don't like how far you're pushing up here. Like, sure, you're Brig, you have Rally. This is a supercharger. And this is the enemy team. Like, there's a junk right there. Both of their tanks are right in front of you. Honestly, I'm incredibly surprised that you don't die here. Like, you 100% should have died. So, in the future, even though Rally makes Brig very strong, if they have a supercharger down, clear line of sight of their team. You don't want their team to be looking at you, because if they do, they can definitely kill you. They didn't here because they suck at target priority, but in a coordinated environment, they probably won't suck at target priority, so you want to play more carefully, especially because Rally provides insane value to your team.
Feeling better?
Why is there soldier on that? That was a good whip shot. Ooh. That was close. Hog feeds, good. Good watching out for the Tracer. There you go. And I like how you ducked behind that shield. That's how you should be playing against Hoghook. You notice he has something? Just get him. Unfortunate miss on the bash, but it's not entirely your fault. Oh, you could have killed you. He could have killed you. That's something that you did wrong there. Just Roadhog screwed up the skill. Oh, he got fine. Okay. I thought the Rind just everyone ignored the hog. So don't swing this much. Unless they have a Sombra, maybe, but you just don't need to be swinging, and especially because Brig's shield takes a while to get up. For whatever reason, Brig's shield takes so much longer than the animation to properly engage. I don't know why. Tire's coming in. Huge, unbelievably huge. Good whip shot. There you go. Now, against the Junkrat, I don't like you hugging this wall. And I know, I always say, hug walls or whatever. But if there's a Junkrat, honestly, you're probably better in the open or, just grouped up with your team. Or since you do... Do you have bash? You do have bash, so, yeah, you bash over to him. Whip shot, whip shot, whip shot. Aww. Definitely could have killed him. You just needed to whip shot him. Unfortunate, but whatever. So, a thing you can do after bash is if you bash, hold down the swing button, and then as soon as the hitbox connects, whip shot. You just instantly you'll bash someone really fast, and that's what you want. So yeah, that was a big improvement from your last one. So good on you. All right, Jared, Winston. I'm gonna find this replay real quick. Oh yeah, there's a third one. Okay. So SZE18V. Okay. So, like, right off the bat, the biggest thing... Okay. The biggest thing about Winston is game sense. Like, game sense is a really hard skill to develop properly, but if you can develop it, game sense will carry you more than mechanics will ever will. Because it's just the knowledge of the game, knowledge of when Rhine is going to shatter, knowledge of, like, when anything is going to happen. Like, that's what game sense does, and it's so good to... It's just knowing things about the game and around what other people are going to try to do. Yeah. Now, another thing I will say, uh, King's Row is like the Rhiniest Rhine map that there is, and I'm very surprised that you chose Winston on here. I assume it was like a Winston practice night, but that's King's Row. So, on Winston, I'm gonna see if you do it here. Okay. So, few things first. One, you don't want to engage unless you have bubble, because bubble is your disengaged. Bubble is your disengaged tool. So you want to save bubble for, like, you leap down, and then since they have an Ana, you can bubble on someone, and then Ana can't heal that person, or you can't get slapped, or and until you do dive in, you want to hide around a corner. And then once you're ready to engage, like, since they have a hog, you'd want to, like, jiggle out, bait hook. As soon as he uses hook, dive. And there's a few dive targets here. Now, Hanzo's hard to dive because you need high coordination so that you don't get insta-melted. But Ana is very diveable. Ana's incredibly diveable because she has no mobility. And if you land on her and bubble, like, if you fall, like, to the left or maybe to the right, like, you land, move to the left or right, um, her sleep will miss, and, like, that's huge because if their sleep misses, then that's a kill if your team's following up. And then the third thing I said, Hog is one of Winston's biggest counters, and you just jumped directly into a Hog. Now that is so risky. Because, hold on, did he have hook? I need to double check. Yeah, he has hook. So, like, if he knew that you, or not knew, if he, like, just reacted to you jumping on him, just did primary fire, hook, primary fire, you're at, what, 50 health, maybe dead? Who knows? And, like, you feed by jumping in on Winston. So, or, dang it, jumping in on Hog. And they also have a Rhine here. So you should have gone for the Ana in that situation, and you should have, like, waited for bubble. And you noticed Rhine, that's good.
Excuse me for dropping.
And then, oh, another thing when you went on Hog, I'm just gonna overview this because I should be able to. Why did I go back to some? I should be able to tell. So yeah, Echo Stickies come down. I really disagree with your bubble here because you're not really bubbling anything, you know? Alright. So when you're planning out a dive, you want to give a countdown. 3, like, you say who you're diving first. Diving on it in 3 seconds or something, you know. Diving. Okay, cool. So when you're diving someone, you want to give a preemptive call out, like, hey, let's dive on a what am I trying to say here? Dive on my. Dang it! Hold on. Dive on my call or something like that, and then 3, 2, like, dive on 3, or 1, you know, whatever. 3, 2, 1, dive on a, dive on a, dive on a. Everyone goes in, Lucio speed boost. And I could tell that you didn't do that preemptively because your diva was a second late in following you in. And you, on Winston, you really want to make sure that whoever your off tank is knows that you're engaging first, and that they're in position to help you out. Like, because if you say, let's dive on at 1, your diva could say, my defense matrix isn't full, or boosted, or on cooldown, and then you know to wait, and then you can jump in again, like whenever they're ready. And then you also want to still give that call out now on a nades, and then you fall back, which is fine. Honestly, I would have tried to like retreat over in this alley here, just because then you're still in range of your healers, because your Mercy can fly over. But you're in an aggressive position to engage whenever your leap is off. Ryan charges, doesn't hit anyone. And then your next leap here, you want your leaps to really matter. So you didn't really leap anywhere. Like, you leapt into the enemy team, however, there's a Rhine on your team. Like, if you leapt onto Rhine, you could do the land melee cancel, which, if you didn't know, right when you're about to land, just melee. And, like, if you hit the melee and hit the leap, it does 80 burst damage or something like that, which, that's good burst damage. And since your Rhine is on your team, then you could help force him back. And, yep, Hog hits you low, and then they didn't kill you. So I disagree with you coming back here also, because this risks line of sight. If you just, like, fell behind this statue here, you're still in aggressive position. You're in an aggressive position to engage, and you're in range of Mercy and Lucio to heal you. And then also, because your bubble's still up, you could, well, Mini's on cooldown, but, like, it's an option, you know, if it's up. Tay, do you want to stay behind the statue there? Crap. So, getting healed. That's a fine leap. That's an okay leap. Your Mercy, unfortunately, guys. Then whenever your leap is off of cooldown, if you're in, like, the mid-fight, you want to try to use it as soon as you can. Either, like, jumping onto Hog here is fine just because he's the last one on point, or, like, jumping... If it's in the mid-fight and they have supports on the backline, like, you can notice that your leap's 2 seconds off of cooldown. Dive on in 3, 2, 1, dive. Or something like that, or like dive soldier on high ground, right high ground, 3, 2, 1. That's another thing. So when you're calling dives, you want to call out target and position. And I didn't cover this at first, but like so back I'm not gonna rewind it because I'm too lazy, but like back when you were initiating this dive on a right high ground, everyone looks up to the right high ground, which, you know, it's this thing. Or, like, maybe here or over there real quick, but then they know that there's not here, so they come back here. And then you can, like, better coordinate where you're going as a team.
This will protect us.
I like that leap back, because, like, you know that you're not going to do anything a lot in the fight, so you just leap back, conserve ult charge. That's good. That's good.
Oh, excuse me. But what they say, hero in motion stays.
And you're using your bubble good here. I really like that.
Hello.
Quick hello. So, like, since Hog is by their team, you don't want to dive this, because, you know, Hog. How? This is why we're doing Diva Bomb practice. Wait, how did... So Ron's just playing too aggressive. Anna gets rolled. Wait, where the fuck is Cassidy? So, okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? Where? No, like, where? Hold on. Where's 4? I'm finding 4. Let's dragons go in. Hold up. Nah. Well, we'll continue in a second. I just need to figure out how. Okay, so... Okay. So from the center... Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. Nice. Oh, there it goes. Alright, and then something just for against Diva Bombs, you want to cut line of sight as quick as possible. So, like, there Cassidy rolled into this straight. However, if he just flicked the stick to the left and then rolled in this way, he would have lived. Because, you know, he would have cut line of sight with it. The 3 outside in the alley are just unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. So yeah, then you just go in. I haven't heard that line before. Huh. 3 of them left. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward through until they join back.
Weapon system optimized.
Now, something about Winston jump is that I'm willing to say that it is the most what's the word I'm looking for here? Hold on. It's the most expressive movement ability. And what I mean by that is when you press jump, it takes into account where you're looking, like vertically too, because if you look down, you get more of a lower jump, and if you look high, you get a higher jump. And then where the stick is, because if you jump and pull back on the stick, the left stick, you don't go as far. But if you hold forward, you go further. And then if you hold left or right, you know, you go over to the left or right. So you definitely could have hit the McCree there if you like pulled back on the stick, and like you can change directions rapidly in midair. Not directions. You can change speeds rapidly in midair when you're leaping, because like you go in on the leap here, and hold on, where is it?
Weapon system optimized.
Okay, so you go in on the leap here, and as soon as you leap on him, you should try to like drift to the left a little bit, but then when you're like here. When you're here, you should have started pulling back on the stick so that you can land on him, instead of going all the way. And then something cool about Winston, so your Tesla cannon, even if you're reloading it, it'll like still fully reload whenever you place a barrier, kind of like Orisa. And like I didn't know that at first when I picked up the character, so it's just a good thing to know. That's just unfortunate. Maybe that happens. So when you call it this dive, you'd be like, dive Genji on high ground now, or something like that. You know, you like just give another thing, because then like you can call it out, you know, get up there, and whenever you land, you should try to bubble. Yeah, there it is. And I feel like you seem to get a little lost sometimes whenever someone's close to you, like when you're looking around. So I think just in the future try to, I don't know, hit them, I guess. And something about Winston ult too is you get a 33% movement speed boost while using it, kind of like Genji Dragon Blade. And that any boost to movement speed, so with like Lucio Aura. Yeah, I can do that real quick. Alright, anyway, so any movement speed boost that you get as Winston, like transfers to your leap too. So in Primal, you get different like movement physics than you do normally because you have that movement speed boost. And that's actually why like Lucio Winston is good, because if you're calling out a dive, you could say Lucio amp speed. Lucio amp speed, you like use leap, and then you just go flying. So it's just like a new a thing to get used to with Winston leap. And then, yeah, this is just like finishing up the fight. I think I can just boost through this. Nice. Yeah, so like in the mid fight there, you wanted to like use leap as much as possible onto people. Even if you just go straight up into the air, come crashing down again, that's still just a good amount of burst damage, you know? Alright, so then Trinities. I gotta find his... Here, hold on. Just making sure that I have the right replay. Okay. Also, my baby dragon finished upgrading, so I'm gonna go find a new upgrade for that real quick. Not upgrade, but you know. Ooh, never mind. I'm gonna wait until I get my elixir back. That sounds like a better idea. I need that phone. You gotta find it again. Hold on. Alright, there we go. So we have Z5, 8, CD, 1.
Traveling to Route 66. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Describing your work as unethical would be unkind.
Luke, do you want me to... Oh,
But the true question is whether or not you can deny my discoveries.
got it.
No, I didn't think so.
You should be at peak performance levels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, like, just generally with Winston, you know, like I said, you want to do call-outs, but you want to make sure that they're really clear, too. And then, yeah, the movement things with Winston jumps, that's something to know well, too. And yeah, I think that was most of it. Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
And then just, like, knowing what your counters are, and knowing where they're positioning. And then it's a little more advanced, but, like, how they want to counter you, so that you can play around them wanting to counter you, because, like, Winston does have a few hard counters, Reaper, Hog, Bastion, you know, but he can play around all of them really well. Winston's really versatile. That's the word I was looking for before, versatile. Winston's a very versatile character, so you want to exploit all of his versatility as much as possible. All right, but on to this now. Bro, these supports. They're throwing. Also, real quick, I'm just gonna say, Trinity, I know that you can hear him up here. I know that you can hear him. You can hear him firing. You gotta go after him, Trinity. No! You saw the trap, too! Oh, man. Okay. Oh. Respawn. Oh, okay. So, yeah. If you can still hear that BAP up there, you're getting a mercy pocket. Go and kill him. Just go assassinate that Baptiste. Make him wish that the character was never released. Okay, I'm gonna say, in their defense, from what it sounded like, you guys never really, like, went out of your way to deal with them. Like, the Baptiste is still firing onto your team. And, oh, okay. No, you are. Good. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Like, you got the... so, Trinity, on Echo, you want your high ground so that you don't really have to use flight. Up here would have been perfectly, like, really good. Anyway, so if you stayed up on the high ground, Trinity, you get a lot more just cover. And this is for all of you. If you're engaging on the enemy team on a flank, and you're on the high ground, don't give up that high ground. That high ground is yours. That high ground is going to carry you to life. Because if you drop down to here, then you're in sight of their team. Now, I know none of them are looking at him, Trinity. None of them are looking at you, Trinity, right? But as soon as you start firing a bit, now they know. And I know these guys are pretty slow to react. They're really slow. How are they not turning around yet? What? Okay. So you didn't get punished for this. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, now she turns around. And then, yep, you beam her down, beam May down. Good, there you go. So, that shouldn't have happened. Because as soon as you're in the backline, May should have been, oh, Echo! Boom! Flick, headshot. And then Zarya just lasers you. So you got very lucky there. And then you can hear that Junkrat. Echo counters Junkrat because, you know, flight character. So as soon as you hear that Junkrat, go and focus him. Because, you know, Echo. Yeah. I think you missed some of the first things. Stop giving up high ground. Because I feel like I've seen you do that on May, too, where, like, you're in a really good position, and then you drop down to be head level with the enemy team, and there's, like, 3 of them there, and you're in the back line. Here, I can show you what I mean. Hold wait, a little bit more. So you get res here, that's cool. Oh, and also, I know I told you this already. When someone's on the high ground, your Echo, you have a lot of verticality. You definitely can kill this BAP. Like 100%. So yeah, you come over here. This is where I'm talking about. You should have stayed up here, because then you can see the rest of your team, their team. And then you can just rain down fire up here. And because it's a Zarya, May, and Orion, if they start focusing you, you can just fall back. And then you can't get touched. Because, like, dropping down into enemy lines like this on any DPS, like, maybe except for Doom, but even then, you'll still get rolled a good chunk of the time. Because then you fire into the enemy team, they don't notice you for like 2 seconds straight, and I don't know how. And then, yeah, you beam down Zarya, beam down Mei, good beam. They should have killed you. They definitely should have killed you. They 100% should have killed you. But you got away with it, so that works.
Thank you.
Here, 1 second. Alright,
Executing flight menu. Thanks for that. Quite the boost.
and like, Jared, I just saw that you said that. If you're on it, the role is called support and not healer for a reason. You got damage, use it. You know, just obliterate someone. If your tanks are feeding, not your... I shouldn't say not your problem, but you take care of a source of damage first, then heal them a bit, and then if the source of damage comes back, you know, tickle them a little bit with the beam. It's a bit nuanced, but like, don't be afraid to like go on a bit of a flank and hit a Baptiste or something. And now right here, Trinity, when you do get like damaged, just go for a health pack if your healers are busy. Echo has a lot of mobility, so you can... Okay, good. So, like, you can go on the flank there, because you're still at 121 health. You get killed, you're done. You get away with too much. Trinity, you get away with so much. You should have died there. I don't know. You definitely should have died there. And then when you're fighting a Junkrat, like anyone, don't get too close to him, unless you're a melee character. But like, if you have a bit of range, use it, because then Junkrat has a hard time hitting you, hard time being effective against you. But yeah, just wait. In general, you want to try to be more aware of your health bars, because like that'll keep you alive. You know? So yeah, like against the junk, you should have fallen back a little bit, like been right around here, because you came close to them. Now, another thing. There's a Moira here. You can definitely see her. So you just want to try to be more aware of your surroundings. Like, don't try to focus only at the center of your screen. You want to, especially after a fight, you want to try to glance around the screen a little bit. These guys are raging in chat now. You want to try to glance around the screen a little bit, even in team fights, and just get a good bearing on where enemies or teammates are. Because if you only focus at the middle of your screen, if you only focus on the middle of your screen, and this is for all of you, by the way, if you only focus on the middle of your screen, then you'll miss important stuff, like one of your supports being dived if they aren't in comms, then like ranked queue, or like someone on the flank, like this Moira. Because you just don't notice her, and then Orisa goes for the halt, and then a thing against Moira, Trinity, and actually for all of you, if you have an ability or something that can do damage but won't kill the Moira, and you don't know if she has Fate or not, unfortunate. But crap, 1 second. What was I? Oh yeah, okay. For all of you, if you have an ability that does damage but won't kill Moira, you don't want to use it if you don't know if she has Fade or not. Because if she has Fade, then she can just escape that source of damage, and now you're without it. But if you can pressure her to use Fade with primary fires first, then use your abilities on her, then it makes her a lot easier to kill. Like, she definitely could have faded there into the Mega Room, and then just completely rendered your sticky bombs useless. Need another drink of water. Delicious. And like when they're out of range right here, and you have sticky bombs, you're not going to be in a fight soon. That's when you should have used stickies there, like a few seconds ago. Use them against Wrench. There you go. Now I feel like in general, Trinity for you, you want to try to be a bit more delicate on the sticks. Which it sounds a bit weird, but I feel like when you go to look at someone, you flick it all the way to the left, right, up, or down, but you want to try to like hover your thumb around in a zone and then get like more of a precise, sensitive movement instead of just moving at the camera as much as possible.
Going free. Enemy sniper detected.
Nice headshot. There you go. And now, you saw that trap. I know that you saw that trap. It looks a lot more like, you know, out in spectator mode because, you know, enemy team and all. Now, as soon as you... Good, yes. Oh, you should have landed up here. Should have landed up here and taken the fight. You definitely could have won that. Eddie, how'd you died? Eddie, you can't die to that, buddy.
Enemy sniper detected.
So, well, this is what coaching is for. So, when you're getting damaged by a damage source and you fall out, right, you do not want to Guardian Angel into the damage source again. Your team's here. You definitely could have just gone to Moira, or your Moira or something. And then you should have gone to the payload too, to drop behind the payload, because the payload gives you a bit of heals, which can help. And sorry, I need to be here. Their BAP's doing good, doing damage to you. Kind of a bad beam usage, and then you just die from BAP, which makes sense. BAP does a lot of damage.
Regeneration complete. Switching back to combat mode.
Commandeering the payload.
Changing position. The payload has reached the
And like, because you are... No, Trinity already told me what happened. I was disappointed then, I'm going to be disappointed now, and I'm going to be disappointed in the future, and bring this up tomorrow. There you go. So, yeah, you get the trap. Now, Trinity, as Echo and Pharah, you want to, like, be aware of who on the other team can... As any character in this game for all of you, you want to be aware of who can, on the other team, can counter you. Who can pressure you out of situations. Or, you know. So, you want to be aware of where they're positioning and where they want to position and play around that. Because, like, you know that BAP is going to try to focus you down, Trinity, because he's hit scan, you know. And the rest of their team doesn't really have any hit scan. So you want to try to play not in range of the Baptiste. That way, also, like, you've been hearing him fire for like 10 seconds straight. You know he's over there. And this is just a thing about tunnel visioning. There we go. You don't want to tunnel vision. Good kill. Good sticky bombs. And something you can do as Echo is if you really don't want to die... actually, I'm going to go back there because I saw you misplay and I didn't catch it in time. So like, you can hear Bat firing, go and kill him, hit him with stickies, that's good.
Thank you.
No, so here. Let me slow this down. So... Oh, you didn't have... I thought you just didn't have a mic. You had no headset. Okay, that's a little more excusable then. Yeah, so... I want you to just look at their health bars real quick. Right? This one... Low. Low. And look at your cooldowns. You have all of your cooldowns. So when you're being frozen by May here, you can drift away, activate Beam, kill May, kill Moira. Instead, you kill May, which is good, but then you die to Moira because you didn't Beam, which is bad.
Get into position. This will heal you.
Neural adaptation complete.
Now, if Moira pops Coalescence outside the spawn. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Okay. Yep, just hide and spawn, you know. I mean, you don't even have to hide here. Like, you can go right there, and that works. And yeah, like, no headset sucks. It's not your fault. Beam, 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 beam. Aww. So, if you can use Beam to secure a kill, if anyone is half health within distance of you, beam them. Beam them for the kill. Because that kill, that's important. That's one of their healers. You beam the Moira? No healers. That's huge.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I like the dupe on the Rhine. The charge into the dragons was a little interesting. Speaking of into the dragons. Those were yours. Never mind. I'm stupid. Get frozen, shatter, good. Charge. You whiff it, unfortunate. No. You want to just be aware of people's health value? Good, there it is. There's the beam.
Targets locked and eliminated. Cloning module charging.
And then every time we throw stickies, try to primary fire buffer it beforehand. Like, I taught you that kill combo. Just primary fire beforehand, and, like, it's just extra damage. Which is huge. Oh. Well, in the case of a real game, because I'm not going to count this as a real game, they're more... Also... Please tell me you kill him. I'm just gonna assume that was a misinput. Should have thrown out heal orb, you know.
Thanks for that. Affirmative.
I mean, their support's worth throwing, but like, you know. Yeah, I assumed it was. I've done that before. Alright, and then Trinity, since you saw that Zarya's health value, beam her. Yeah! Oh, she got her shield started to jump. So, you had stickies there, definitely could have killed her. Because, like, after the beam ends, stickies, you know, death. So that's just the thing of, like, being more aware of when you have your cooldowns versus when you don't. Because if you were aware that, like, you had your stickies, you could have just stickied her. Since their Moira's feeding, yep, good, there we go. That's huge. This isn't good. Where's your mercy? Oh. Ha! And you're dead. Wow. Unfortunate. But this is good. I don't like how you're going in on the BAP here. Also, Trinity, my man, you're killing me. You're at You're at 87 health. There's a mini right here. But you ignored it. You're still at 87 health. Beam. Okay, that's still at 87 health. Still at 87. You died. So, you could have definitely lived that had you gone for mini. And then, like, there's even a mini out here. There's a mini right there. So, just gotta notice when you're low on health. Heal up using health packs. Get res. That's good. Dive him, dive him, dive him, dive him. Get him. I like you going in on the Moira first. And something you can do here is if there's some really problematic people and like you want to kill them easily, you just go by them, look at the enemy team, say, Junk, he looks tasty, duplicate Junk, annihilate. Right. And honestly, both Junk and Brian are good nano targets. Unfortunate. Are good nano targets, so you want to get them both and then you die, but oh well.
I need to get back in there.
Dang, good job, Luke.
I like this. 30 seconds remaining.
Another thing. So I know you didn't have headphones. However, I know I pointed this out before. Whenever you're taking damage, the middle of your screen tells you where where you took damage from. So when you're taking damage, like just notice where it's pointing. Or, like notice that you're taking damage. Like that's just a thing of like looking around a bit, you know. Like you're taking massive damage here because you know BAP in the back. Word. Then you die, which is unfortunate. I am having a hard time finding. There we go. Okay. And then. Oh, this is a comp match. Oh, this is a comp match. I thought this was quick play.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
I thought this was a quick play game because of their supports.
Ready for
And under better circumstances, too. Hi.
Barrier activated.
5, 4, 3.
Now I like your positioning here because like this is where I position as Mei too. Yep, the pre-fire. Don't get any hits, which is unfortunate. You notice Moira's there. There you go. And this right here, is where, goddamn, this right here is where like having a better control of your stick would come in good, real good handy, because you definitely could kill that. There you go, you got her. But you could have missed less shots, or like here when you're looking for the Ashe, I feel like you're trying to jiggle your stick around too fast, so then you end up overshooting. And then you overshoot again because you're correcting. So you just want to try to hover your thumb around more in the center of your stick whenever you're trying for fine movements. Eat a rock to the face, you know, happens, Sigma. Or like right there, that would also help for like sensitivity. Now, I was waiting for you to fall back, right? You didn't fall back. So now you're falling back. Ooh, get out of there. Alright, so I know you're main, you have Cryo Freeze, but you want to save Cryo Freeze whenever you can. Because that's your self-preservation tool. And like staying out in this area, like you got up to here once, that's so risky because they have an Ashe, they have a Zen, and the Ashe and the Zen, they can kind of just end you. Yeah, like you're playing really aggressive here when you don't need to be. I like the wall to get back. That's good. Like if you wanted to shoot at a slightly different angle, you should have edged around to this side of the payload and just shot from there. Maybe come out here for a few shots, but like play around the payload for cover. Yeah, no, Toast, I'm just as confused as you are. Also, what the hell? Why is she doing this? Jesus. That almost went exactly through the point of her. Yeah, no, that went almost exactly through the palm of her hand, which I find really funny. No, they did. They definitely did. Which is unfortunate for you guys, but, you know, whatever. I mean, it's good for you, but, you know, bad for you, too. Like, I would be pissed if these were my healers and I was on tank. So, I understand. Good. Good. And then another thing, Trinity, when you're trying to wall yourself up or wall you and a teammate up, go for the vertical wall. Like, if you just double tap the wall button, that'll pull out your wall, and then you double tapping it will switch the orientation of the wall, so it'll be like vertical instead of horizontal. And you want the horizontal one whenever you're going up somewhere. And whenever a wrecking ball dives in, you want to try to look where he's going real quick, and then wall off wherever he's trying to go. Because like if you put a wall here, it really does. Because like if you put a wall here, ball wouldn't have like gotten away, and then you could freeze him, freeze icicle, you know, until your team kills him because you have a lot of damage. They're junk feeds. That's good for you. And then since your BAP just used Matrix, you didn't have your headphones working properly, so you didn't properly hear it. But you want to try to shoot through that as May, because if you shoot through that as May, right, you do 300 damage on a headshot, which is really good. So, yep, get the BM kill on Sigma. Nice headshot. Nice headshot. Yeah, so when you wall, just press the button again, then wall, and then like it'll cover more vertical distance. And by vertical distance, I mean like front and back, because horizontal, you know, left and right. Good ice block. So there, you're taking damage from Zen. You don't want to back away in a straight line. You should have like backed away back at an angle, because that would have like you know just helped you out a bit better.
Heroes never die. For a price. My ultimate is charging.
Pass into the iris.
I assume that their healers just throw the rest of this, right? Your positioning is not ideal there. I do like you looking at where the wrist is shooting to find it. No, I just wasn't talking at all. Missed some shots on Zen, you know, happens. Ball is hard to freeze, I'm not gonna lie. Also, another good thing to note, May's freeze spray is a projectile, not hit scan. So you want to try to lead your freeze ray wherever you're aiming at. And then just like try to get your reaction time up from when someone's frozen to when you can headshot them, because that'll save time, and saving time is good. Good building Blizzard, I like that. And also try to aim for headshots in Blizzard, because that'll give you more time to get more kills. And something you could have done here with Ice Wall is Ice Wall yourself up here, and then you can like target Moira, Junkrat from a safer position, because then, you know, just free reign. So that was an unfortunate case of enemies throwers were smurfing, which is, you know, unfortunate. I accidentally restarted it, but whatever. Alright, and now I'm going to look over a team replay after I go to the bathroom and get a refill on water, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm just gonna read through chat real quick. Trinity, the replay is from the TKO scrim. I thought it would be good to run over that, like, as a team. Just call out general things. Just gonna check this. There we go. Alright, VOD reviews. Go up. Where's the picture? There it is. So, import. Yeah, no, I'm pretty heated too. I kind of want to go over like something that wasn't golden. I know because like it's really good to see yourself do well, but at the same time, the ones that you do well are the hardest ones to coach, because I can't see like I can't really see mistakes that you could be making if like it's a really good win. Well, I was thinking Oasis looks solid too. Um, or Numbani was close too. I could do Numbani. It said you guys won Ilios. All right. See you, Trinity. Um. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Numbani. Because you did win it, but at the same time, it is a 17-minute game, which gives me a good amount of stuff to go over. So, 17:34. But that I just put in the time of the replay, bruh. All right, E15 easy N. That bruh. Yeah, you guys won it, but it's like a really it's a really long replay, so I can do a lot with it. E15 easy N. All right. That's loaded. Cool.
Traveling to Mumbai.
Yeah, thank you, Ed. I tried really hard.
Ready for battle.
They got angry over Bastion? That's hilarious. Oh my god. Alright, so it looks like you guys are defending first. Who's blind? Bastion's easy to deal with, too. I don't know why they went bad. Oh, okay, yeah. Monkey's blind. How does he play Overwatch? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the replay so I can coach his Doom a bit. Like, I'm gonna focus on this because, you know, Doomfist, and I love Doomfist because I play Doomfist. Doom is great. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I, f I guess that could affect it a bit. I don't know. Yeah, one second. I'm gonna see if I can get him in here. There, is Monkey on the team? Is Monkey gonna be like playing in playoffs? Ah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I could coach his Doom or something. Like, will he be playing for us on DPS though? That's the thing. I'm just sending something in the chat real quick. Okay. Ah, got it. Okay. Yep, we sure are, Jared, and you're gonna have to deal with that because this is informative. All right, replay time. I was texting some stuff. Yeah, I'll start on you, Eddie, and then I'll move around the team through like various fights and just go over
2, 1.
things.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So I like the positioning here, and like that's a good fire strike. That's just easy to charge. Nice. Oh, weird. There, Arissa was very behind. So drop down, fire strike, good. And then right here, you would just scream at your team to focus Hog, and you do it. So because he fed his ass off. I know you saw that trap. I know you saw that trap. I could see that trap. So I'm just gonna go to. Whoo, Trinity, how do you get over there? Nah, but like, I saw it when you went like when you were going in for the fire strike. Like, not here, right there. Because once you kill Ryan, like trap's there, you can see it. But I think you were just focused on other stuff, which like that's another thing. I feel like you guys tend to tunnel vision a bit. And I've seen this before, like with Reapers and backlines and stuff. So I feel like just trying to be more aware of what's going on in a team fight, like just constantly telling yourself what's going on the outside of the screen. That could be good. I'm not sure like exactly how to fix that. Oh, Trinity is so low. Also, health back. Gotta play around health packs, my guy. Gotta play around health packs. Alright, so let's see. So, you guys, you technically have two picks because they're down their BAP and they're down a Hog. So, you can definitely push into them. And you should have pushed into them to force them back further. Because you have a Lucio, you have an Ana. So, what you can do is say, hey, Lucio, speed us in. You know? And then Lucio speeds you in, and then you just like you're out there. Especially because like playing passively like this right now allows them time to regroup when you do not want them to regroup. And then, Eddie, I want to see if what I told you in practice that one time happens, like, if you start acting on it. That was a good fire strike. Unfortunate that it missed, but I'm glad that you went for that. Because, like, if it hit, that would have killed. They don't have a Rhine, but, you know, the point still stands. Although, remember, when you're swinging with Rhine's hammer, if you, like, let's say you swing, if you turn to the left, the hammer hitbox kind of sits at your side for a little bit. So you turn to the left, extend the hitbox, and then swing, turn to the right, extend the hitbox, swing, turn to the left. You can just do that. And as you do that, your hammer will hit more. You'll just see your hammer hitting more. And also, since it's a hog, good, there you go. Be aware of hook. And then, Luke, your abilities as D.Va are pretty important, just because defense matrix busted. Micro missiles, not too important, you know, extra damage. But you want to just react to threats that are happening to your team. If you're like playing bodyguard at the moment, so if there's no one there, don't use your abilities because they won't hit. And also try not to use your micro missiles at range because you get a lot more value out of them up close than you do at range. Like that's fine because there's a lot of people there. But in a 1v1 sort of scenario, at range, don't use your missiles. Try to keep it, that's just an unfortunate hook. But like that right there for all of you is exactly why you should play passively whenever you think Roadhog is up. Yeah, you just get whole hogged, unfortunate. Actually, I want to go back real quick. Let's just detach. Alright, so hog's low. Use a breather. Oh, that's how we got so much health. Okay. Use a breather. Fire strike goes in. Wow. Jared, I don't know how that didn't hit you. That was close. So yeah, monkey goes in. That's fine. You sadly get demeched. From there, Eddie, since Ryan is pretty reliant on his other tank to do things, you can like do a lot with Reinhardt himself, but in order to like really protect you, what the? Oh, that's a piece of the. I thought that was like a motorcycle or something. Okay, but in order to like really do things as Ryan, you need your off tank with you. So if your team like is down players, play passively. Play very passively. Because you playing aggressive here, that's not good. You're the team's front line. So he whole hogs you, you're out of position, and then you just end up taking massive damage from Cassidy and Hog and you die. And your team, you guys probably lost that fight anyway, but if you do that, and you can like just do a little bit more, that Hog's hooks are pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Okay. Very good that you didn't nano here, Zertex. I'm very glad that you didn't nano there. It's like, even in Diamond, I've seen Simona's nano, like, people in that situation. And it's the most annoying thing. Because it's not a good nano, you know. Also, Monkey, if you ever play Doom again, and, like, you're watching this, I'm just gonna fast forward. So, I don't know why you're not fully charging your punch. Because if you... I assume they get a lot worse. Because if you fully charged your punch here, you could have punched, done a turn punch, gotten more distance, gotten close enough to hit the slam. Which, that's really important. That's an extra 30 health. That's a lot. So, also... I saw you do the shot uppercut. That's good. However, you also want to do shot meteor strike too, because that also just kind of works. And then when you're meteor striking, don't strike where they are, strike where they will be. Especially like a Mercy or something. Like if you stay in meteor strike, and it's a fun thing I like to do. If you stay in meteor strike and there's a Mercy and she's like trying to play her, she's thinking she's all good, she's gonna guardian angel, she's gonna dodge the meteor strike. If you put it in front of her, 9 times out of 10, Merciful Guardian Angel directly under Doomfist's Meteor Strike and just get bonked like that. It is the funniest thing, because they think they're so good, and then they fall for the dumbest trick. And then, yeah, you just kind of get hit. Oh, wait, no. That was a really good beat. That was a very good beat. Good shatter, focus on Moira, huge. They tire directly into the beat. Let's go. Ryan die. Ooh, that's not good. So, ooh, what is happening to your screen? What is that? So, one thing, Jared, when you're on Lucio, play on walls. They call him Frog for a reason. If you play on and around walls more, it makes you harder to hit. It gives you a little more, like, sustainability. And it gives you more movement speed, which is huge. Because, like, you're just kind of playing on the ground here when you could be playing on walls. And, like, boosting yourself around the battle. Yeah. Like, you jump once there, but you just need to play on walls a bit more. That's just unfortunate. I know you saw that trap. I know you saw that trap.
You feel that?
Like right here. That's where you go on walls. Because you can just wall, jump, wall, jump. You know, maybe land here, jump immediately to conserve momentum, jump up here in like half the time. Now, I know you went back for the taxi. That's good. I like the taxi. But, Toast, too, you play Lucio, I know. Jump more on walls, just in general. I actually don't know about you specifically, Toast, but, like, just in general, using walls to your advantage is huge on Lucio. That's what separates the good Lucios from the average Lucios. It's their wall usage. You looked at the high ground for a long time. Okay, huge. You looked at the high ground for like a really long time, and I'm not sure why. Like when there's a tire, you need to be panicking. Where's it going to come from? Can I destroy it? Can I run away? Okay, panicking is the wrong word, but you need to be really alert. So as soon as you saw it disappear from the high ground, you should have like moved down. Wait, which flying up?
Oh, this is my jam.
Matrix activated.
I do like how you're playing here, Luke. This is how you want to be playing on Mercy. Eddie, my man. That was a good shield, but this pin, Eddie. This pin's kind of cringe. You missed the hog. Never mind. You just got unfortunate. How didn't this stop your charge, bro? That should have stopped you there. Now you're here, in the enemy's backline. Something, okay, and I will say, something you should have done is, you were here, you're put in a hard spot. Personally, I like to prioritize health packs, getting health packs first. Did you actually, Ed? I gotta know. I'm not resuming this replay until I know. Okay, that's fair. So personally, I like to prioritize health packs, because health packs will keep you alive, and then, yeah, you kind of got shit on. Not your fault. So for the rest of your team, though, Your main tank just went down. You want to get out of there. You want to go. You want to go. You want to escape. Get called out. Whatever. And then Luke, right here, you fed hard. So I'm gonna go back. So yeah, nice charge, perfect charge. You know, Ryan dies, unfortunate. Now, as soon as you see that hog turn towards you, he's in whole hog, so he can't hook you now. But he will hook you after it's done. So you should Matrix, get yourself out, get the Lucio out if you need. Because, like, while you're shooting, you should have been edging towards this door. Because you know it's on the back left. And then Lucio gets hooked, your mech is low. And then you move back into the enemy team, feed your mech, which is unfortunate. Kill the Junkrat, which is pretty funny. But you definitely could have had your mech live a bit longer if you played that differently.
Get ready. They're coming back.
Alright, now something I do want to do is I want to fly an overhead POV of one of these fights. And I want to see what you guys are doing from third person. Or second? From not first person. Alright. So having your barrier broken early is not a good thing. What you could have done, Ed, is long hammer. Instead of like you know lingering in the choke, and I talked to you about this on that one Hollywood replay. You tend to linger in chokes a bit, so you could have in the future whenever you're taking heavy damage and the fight's like it hasn't even started yet, honestly. Get to cover, save your shield health for when you need it in the fight. Like saving shield health is huge. Is that then you're taking a lot of damage, you don't really have anything to protect you. Good Blizzard by Trinity. Then you freeze the hog, kill the hog. Good. Hold on. I feel like you guys should have gotten more follow-up out of it. Blizzard. Alright, so Trinity, in the future, when someone uses like a heavy CC ability, unless they are like literally right next to you, don't go for the freeze, go for the icicle. Because icicle does damage. You will do damage on icicle. What is happening to my mic right now? Because you might have been able to kill that junk, honestly. I feel like you definitely would have been able to kill that junk, like, collectively. Oh, monkey died. Sad. So yeah, beat comes out. Play aggressively into it. Now, this is an interesting bomb, and I'm saying that because this is your last ult as a team, besides, like, Visor. And you don't get the kill out of it either, which is not good. Like, you definitely could have saved bomb for the next fight, and then used it as a zoning ult. Even if you don't get any kills, you can still take, like, the space that bomb provides and push up. He dies, unfortunate. Anyway, so that's just unfortunate. Yeah, you're welcome for that one. You're welcome. I saw the stream numbers instantly dip when I did that, by the way, so that's how I know I did a good job. Yeah, Trinity just gets flashed, and then that's just Cassidy.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Oh no, you got cheesed out of Nano, dude. Zertex, you got so cheesed out of Nano. That's not your fault. Oh, they got halted. They got halted. You had it on the Rhine. They got halted. Unfortunate. All right, you know what? No. We're there. We go. What are you doing? You were nanoed. Get in there, bro. Oh, where is it? There we go. But that was just a waste of nano. Like, if you did get nanoed, like, give a call out, right? Yeah, give a call out. Because, like, you get nanoed here. As soon as you get nano, just say, I'm nanoed, push in! Because Cassidy's anti. You can see that he's anti. Switch to speed. Hit. What did I just do? Okay. Hit the speed. Wall bounce. Boom, 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 dead. And then go after Mercy. Boom, 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 dead. You know? And then, like, more. Boom, boom, dead. And then Cassidy. And then just, like, kill people, you know? Because you got nanoed. And you didn't use it. And also, I will say, I didn't touch on it this entire time, which is my fault. When you guys basically won that fight. You don't need to kill everyone on the enemy team in order to win the fight. If you kill 3 and they're backing up, if they're like to their spawn or like close to their spawn, don't push in after them, because then this happens. It's like blind went down, Cass is in the back. High nooning, and actually I want to make sure. So, Jared, as soon as Cassidy high noons, you hit the speed, you get to cover. And then everyone goes. And then, Luke, when Cassidy high noons or Soldier Visoring or something, if there's a threat on the field where line of cover or line of sight breaks the threat, use speed boost. Get out of there, use any protective abilities, get to cover. That's the most important thing you can do. And as you can see from that triple tire, this is exactly why we're doing ultimate countering practice after this. Wait, Trinity? Trinity. No! Trinity! My guy! You could have killed him! You could have killed the tire! We're going back real quick. Yeah, we're still playing after this. This is the last one. I know it's been 2 hours, but it's still good to go through. Alright, so, Trinity, in the future, if you're on fire and there's a Junkrat, rockets do 120 damage. Tire has 100 health. So as soon as he uses that, you can peek in, shoot the tire with a direct hit, kill it, kill the Junkrat. So that's just down to slow reaction times. And actually, I can, or not I can, but like, we can go to, like, ultimate counter practice right now if we want to, just because I just realized it has been 2 hours, so we can either like finish it at this point. I feel like I got most of it in, you know, like just use cover more. I wasn't going over like team things too much, just because that I feel like that's better for live and communication. So do we want to shift to ultimate counter practice? So I think that's for two. Two people saying yeah. All right, let's do that. So we're just gonna construct a quick team. I'm gonna set up a custom game, and I'm gonna stop stream too. So I'm just gonna invite some people.